What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Power Pod. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for the support on the last episode. Now, Evan, you're going to have to help me a little bit. How would you like me to present you in terms of what you do? Would you like EDM artist, musical producer? Is DJ like not the term anymore?
To be honest, I'm what do you want me to be? I do it all.
All right, I'm going to say EDM artist, DJ Ev Wilde, joining me today. Thank you so much for coming, genuinely.
Thank you very much for having me.
We were just chatting about that we're both seeing each other's clips on TikTok a good bit. And there was one clip that I saw that thought it was fucking hilarious when you said that you used to listen to like pirate radio on like a disposable radio in your gaff.
Yeah.
And that was like your first intro. Was that like the first intro to like electronic music when you started?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it used to be. I used to go down to the pound shop.
Yeah.
And buy the disposable radios. They used to have the flat circular batteries, and what I used to get out of that was probably 5 nights of listening. Yeah. And then you had to throw it out. You had to go down to the pound shop and buy a new one again. And that was kind of my first introduction to dance music.
And you were listening, was it Tonic Radio you were listening to?
Yeah, you know what's mad? Tonic Radio, I was just driving down here past Guinness's.
Yeah.
Tonic Radio was a 2-minute walk from here. I was 14 years of age. My ma used to let me in here on the bus, go in with me mates, do a radio station, do a radio show on an illegal radio station. And
how did you even get into that? How do you get the opportunity to get to do that?
Again, dating back to the disposable radios that I used to have.
Yeah.
They were all pirate radio stations I used to listen to, and I just used to love how they were pirate. They were illegal radio stations. They weren't meant to be there, but they were there. I'm the type of guy as a kid, Evan, don't put your hand in that fire, and I put my hand in the fire.
You're putting your face in there.
That's it. Yeah.
Was pirate radio at the time? Like I don't know if you've seen this, but just from did you ever see People Don't Just Do Nothing? It's a show in the UK about a pirate radio station.
No,
but the vibe in it was that you build like this cult following of people that listen and like call in and stuff like that. So did you call in and be like, look, if you're ever needing someone to do a set, I'd love to DJ. By the way, I'm 13.
Yeah, to be fair, I was one of them little hustlers that used to text into
radio.
Let me spin. Yeah, play this tune, play that tune. I never, to be honest with you, I text them on Facebook. That's how I got in touch with the radio station. They asked me to come in, have a chat, and they said, listen, give us 50 quid and you can play a weekly show. I'm like, what? So I have to pay you to play a weekly show. Yeah, 25 a week. I'm like, what? Okay, right, grand. Happy days, there you go. And I've done that for 4 years.
And what was when you first did it, like the very first time you did it, are you bricking it, or did it feel?
I hadn't a breeze what I was doing.
Oh fuck! Okay.
Hadn't a breeze what I was doing. Like it's like anything, you know, when you jump into these industries, first off, you're winging it. You're winging it for the first 3 years. And
did you hear like that type of music and be like, this is like the fact that these guys DJ for a living, or like this is what they do, I want to do that? Did you have that like attraction to it?
No, to be fair, my dad used to own a pirate radio station called Future FM. Yes. And it was in a barnet shed, a wooden shed out of back garden, and he used to have an aerial twice the size of the house coming off the back of this barnet shed. When you went into the barnet shed, it was tiny. There was carpet on the floor, the walls, and there was records on the ceiling. It smelled like stale smoke. There was cans of harp over on the desk.
Plastic balls of piss in the corner where someone couldn't.
Well, I'm sure there was that as well, but it just looked like cider to me.
Yeah. Tastes the same. And after that first session you did, or like maybe the first few, you're like, this is fucking class.
Yeah, loved it.
That's what you
instantly loved it.
It's weird how like, just everyone I get to talk to on this usually has a passion of some sort, and that's why we're having the conversation. And no matter what it is, they're all like, there was something different in that like moment, and I was like, fuck, that's what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
And so when you first start doing it, like, everyone has a mate when they're younger who DJs. Everyone in their group has that one lad who has like decks and he'll do the parties. So were you like, is your growth in that and like learning your craft, like doing it in your room and then like maybe a mate's party or something like that?
Indeed, yeah. We first started off in my bedroom where I was DJing to the wall. That was it. I was DJing to the wall in front of me, and every house party that used to come up, all the lads would be like, oh, we'll get Ev the DJ. I'm like, yeah, right, fucking too right, I'll DJ. And then I moved on and started doing 24th birthdays. I actually done a few weddings as well back in my day.
Probably that's the holy grail when you're younger, because there's a bit of bread in that.
Yes, there is. God love the people that are at the weddings, because I blasted it out for a few hours.
Can you play Wagon Wheel? None of that.
Ragamuffin.
Yeah. And were you, so as you're kind of growing up, let's say, so you're in like your later teens now, you're doing like 21st and stuff. Are you working a job on the side as you're trying to like build this?
So my first job was in Argos. I was a stockroom assistant in Argos. Yeah. Christmas staff, got sacked for there because I was robbing the Galaxy minstrels. Got caught eating them, so I got sacked from there.
Ev, I know that.
Argos.
I know they're good, but you can't do it. I know.
Second job then, I was in McDonald's. I was a manager in Nucrow for 7 years.
Fuck, that's my local McDonald's.
Is it?
Man.
Yeah.
What a fucking establishment.
Probably the worst
like,
McDonald's in the country, to be fair. But
I'm out in Rialto now, and there's one like on just before you get to the M50 there now. It's a tight operation. Like,
is it?
They're on top of that shit. Like,
I was a manager there for 7 years. But my dad used to always. My dad was working on a building site across the road from this McDonald's where I worked. He used to always text me. He used to come in for his lunch every day and he used to text me, son, you're no burger flipper. You're no burger flipper. I'm going to take you on the building sites. So long story short, he winged me into building sites and I was a carpenter for 8 years.
And all this time, you're honing your craft, doing bits on the side, getting better and better.
Yeah.
And did it make you, like, I'm sure it does now, but the fact that you've had to, like, work, and obviously you've signed for EMI now, and we'll talk about that a bit. But at the time, you have this dream in your future to probably just do this full time as your job, just be able to make music for a living. So do you think, like, the building that period of having to work the other jobs on the side has made you like work for it so much harder and maybe appreciate it more now?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. When you're like, you know what it is, Sam? When you're sitting there and you're 25 years of age and your knees are hurting you, your elbows are hurting you, you can't climb ladders, you're like, right, something's going fucking wrong here. I'm too young for this, so I need a change ASAP. And every day I used to go on to building sites, I'd have my 2 earphones in, I used to walk around, I'd get the work done and I'd go home. And the minute I went home, I was back into the studio till about 10 o'clock at night. Wake up the next morning, 6 o'clock, or no, 5:30, back out to the studio, back into work for 7. And that was my day in, day out for a good 5 to 6 years.
People don't see that.
No.
You know what I mean? Don't see that stuff. They probably see like the video of you on TikTok walking into 3 Arena to open for Belters when you walked in with your missus and stuff. They see that stuff and be like, oh, fucking easy life.
Walking into Universal Records and shit for the first time. That shit's not. That only happens once in every now and then. That doesn't happen every day. Every day it's grim in my head. It's trying to get that next tune out. And until I get that next tune in my head, you don't see a smile on my face.
Did you have any... Were there any moments where you were like, man, I can't keep fucking killing myself here with music, trying to get this work going on the building site, and like fucking, I have no time to myself. I can't put time into a relationship. I'm not socializing. This is killing me. Like, did you have any moments where you were like, fuck it?
Of course, yeah. My girlfriend would be able to, she was sitting beside me, she'd answer this. She's listened to me for the last 4 years, giving out about how I can't do it. And what am I going to do? And to be fair, she was a big push to say, look, listen, Ev, just go for it. Music full time. Let's go. Pedal to the metal, let's do it. And I'm a year. Do you know what, actually, Sam? I was a year out of off building sites yesterday. One whole year. 1 year. I haven't worked in 1 year, bro.
Fuck, and that's not a lot of time, man.
No, I left for Bali a year ago. I moved over. I was living in Indonesia for 6 months where I produced music over there, and I just came up with this kind of album. I called it Ev in the Wild. I was living in jungles over there. And I was only sitting there yesterday, I got a notification on my phone 1 year ago. I'm like, what the fuck? But a lot has happened in that 1 year.
Loads has happened.
Loads has happened. I lived in Indonesia. I signed my first record deal with Universal Music. I played the 3 Arena, supported the biggest dance act in the whole country right now. What's tomorrow bring?
When you first quit, right, when you're like going to bail out, would you have, in your wildest imagination, be like, it's going to go... in 1 year's time, this is where I'll be?
No. Man. And to be quite honest with you as well, after leaving after a year off the sites, I thought the minute I was coming back from Bali, I was going straight back to them building sites. But the big problem is, what with people is, they think they need money to survive. Realistically, you do need money to survive, but you don't need a whole lot of it. Once you can manage your expenditure, you are laughing. And that's what I learned to do when I was over in Bali.
And did you, like, it's probably ballsy enough because you probably would have built a decent following in Ireland, had some good contacts you got to do some regular work with. And then you're like, all right, I'm off the building sites now, need to start supplementing my income. I'm going to Bali. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So what was the motivation to be like, I got to fucking go to Bali?
You know what the thing is about going to Bali was probably the best and worst decision I've made. But it was the best decision I've made because I had all the time in the world to make music. I was out of Ireland. I was out of the bad habits that I have here in Ireland. I was over the other side of the world. I was on my own, just me and my girlfriend and the laptop. That was it. It was like a little tree family. And then when I came back over here, then it was kind of like pedal to the metal. Bro, I'm not forgetting what we were talking about.
No, so when you first went, so you go to Bali and you're like, obviously you're like, I want to try and I need to start making some fucking money now. Don't have to build a job anymore. you go to Bali, are you like, I need to put an album together? I need to put a piece together that I can like showcase.
Yeah, my initial thought was just get over there, get 12 tracks done, and for the hope of one track is going to get signed. All you need is one tune. But what I needed was time, and that's what I got.
And so I want to get more into like your, like the process, fascinated by the process of making music in general. Before that, what, if you could look back now, what was a turning point for you? Do you feel like something just clicked into motion? Was it like, did you, when you came back from Ireland, did you spin a couple of times and be like, fuck, these tunes are like, people are loving these? Like, was there one of those moments where you were like, this is starting to click a little bit?
It was mad because before I went to Bali, I kind of, look, I'm 14 years DJing. Yeah. I'm a long time DJ, and I'm 30. Even in the community of DJs that I'm in, I'm like the bleeding daddy. I'm the oldest. These are all kids, fresh kids with fresh ideas, and I'm like an outlet trying to keep up with them. Yeah. But
you have actual records. Like,
yeah, well, I wouldn't be that old now.
You say me, man, me, just me, like we're both old then.
When I came back, I was playing the tunes, so I was making over in Bali, and they were hitting off. And you know what the thing is, Sam? The hungriness of this game is you're making good music, but you're making trends. They only last a few weeks and they're forgotten about.
And the industry now, like the way like TikTok is used and stuff, like tunes, it's only the fucking
like disposable.
You can get
tunes.
20 seconds. I will call you.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need. Like,
that's it.
People don't even like.
And you know what? It's absolutely ridiculous because as a producer, as a person that loves dance music and loves to create music, even going into the studio, I'm thinking I have to create 20 seconds. That's good, and that's all I have to create. Everything else will fall around behind that. It's fucking ridiculous. It's 2024. Well, it's going into 2024.
Because I like very like novice when it comes to like music, like EDM and stuff like that. But the tunes I used to remember and like the old school tunes was like a song would start at fucking 0 and it might be 6 minutes and the whole thing just goes like this the whole way up. And you'd be like, oh, here it comes about 4 minutes in, you're like, it's about to go nuts. And now it's like you hit that first bit, the DJ's mixed in the next song within 35 seconds because the hook is in. You know what I mean?
That's it. Even like when I first made Here We Go Again, I started the tune with that part, Simona.
Yeah.
When I got that signed, the record labels, the first thing they said, we're cutting that out. I'm like, what? We're cutting that out? He was like, this is where the track needs to start because automatically 35 seconds gone off my tune. I'm like, mate, that's 2 minutes, 30 seconds right down to now. Like, I haven't even taken a breath.
When you're looking for vocals or a sample for piece of music, what kind of things are you listening for? Like when you have a beat, let's say an instrumental done, do you immediately be like, this is a male vocal tune, this is a female vocal tune, I want the tone to be like this? Do you have like lyrics prepared, or does the vocalist come in with her own ideas or his own ideas?
The vocalist would usually come in with their own or his own ideas. I usually go for a female vocal. I love female vocals on a dance track. So me personally, I don't write. I'm in the process of trying to train my brain to write lyrics. It's a hard graft.
It's a totally different thing.
I'm severe dyslexic, bro, and that light is one. I just want to go over and touch that light even shining on me now. It's just, my brain is elsewhere. And when I'm sitting down to try and write lyrics, I'm like, fuck this, I'm lost. So I'm back to making music. So usually what I would do, I'd have an instrumental ready. I'd give a brief guidance to the vocalist. This is what I want, and they'll come to me. So
for Here We Go Again, how many people did you have like give their input on that or like try vocals over it before you settled on Shanice? Really? Yeah, bro.
Shanice was supposed to come up to me to record a complete different song. My neighbour got bad news. I have down my mobile home that we were talking about a while ago. My neighbour got a bit of bad news, and he was just telling me the bad news that he got, and Alexa was on in his mobile home, and James Blunt comes on, Here We Go Again. I'm like, fuck me, that's a catchy old tune, that, isn't it? So I was sorry, have to stop you there. That's a good tune. Let me Shazam that. Shazammed it. And this was the day I was getting into the studio with Shanice, and she came in about 3 hours later. I think the tune took about 6 hours or 7 hours, and it was done. Like, done. Now that's it was over 2 days, so 6 hours of working time, and it was done. It doesn't, like, these tunes don't take long. Yeah. It's the sound selection that you're picking in these tunes, and that's what makes it.
And are you sitting there when she first like has a few takes out and be like, fuck, this might be the one?
Yeah, well, like you think that every tune, bro, to be quite honest with you. Like,
you were thinking that at 14 on Tonic.
Yeah,
this is it, boys.
Every tune. But look, at the end of the day, if you've got the following on TikTok and you've got everything you need on TikTok, every tune will be the tune. And until you have that, no tune is going to be the tune.
And do you have a sense, I'm sure you do, over like any of your work, do you have a sense of like almost like a child, like protecting it, being like, look, this needs to be amazing. This is what. So like, for example, if someone would come in and they're not hitting what you'd like it to be, are you comfortable enough to be like, look, all respect, but I think I need to go in a different direction with this, or I have other ideas? Like, do you have that sense of, I guess like protectiveness over your songs to make sure that you do them the justice they deserve? You know? Yeah, fair.
It's not even that, Sam. Every tune needs to be better than the last. And like, if you're sitting there, if you have no faith in the record that you're sitting down producing, recording, sometimes can take 50 hours on a tune. If you've no faith in that, other people out there are not going to have faith in that. So I don't put it out. And even like, when I'm sitting there recording Shanice, for instance, I'm sitting there, right, you need to sing like this, sing like this. I'm very, very glued in to the process of everything.
Do you think you have like a certain gift that you have when you like, I guess almost you can kind of like feel it when you're producing? You're like, oh, that just feels right. I remember seeing a documentary about like Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre together, and they talk about Dr. Dre in the studio, and he's like, even Dr. Dre's like, I don't even know what it is, but I just know when it is what it needs to be. I know that feeling. And Jimmy Iovine's like, he hasn't been wrong yet. He's like, when he says this is it, he's always right. So do you think you almost like you have something born in you that's like built for composing music essentially?
You know what, Dr. Dre probably does has a gift, but Ev Wilde certainly doesn't. No, bro, I'm literally, I get in the studio. I don't. I've got severe imposter syndrome as well. So I find that I need like 3 pairs of ears to A-OK it, so it gets in my head. I don't feel I have a gift, bro. No, I just feel like it's just another trade that I'm trained in to do. And I've always loved music. Always loved music. Back to the disposable radio days to 2024. I always loved music. I just feel like I don't have a gift. It's just a trade, bro. It's work.
Do you have like when you party now, was there a shift between when you were DJing when you were younger, you'd have a few drinks, you're half on the session, and now it's like completely flipped, and you might even go be in fucking Ibiza, something like that, and you're just spinning and going back to the room? Like, is there a shift at some point where like, I need to stop, you don't want to do the partying as much and you want to just do the work?
I gave up drinking 3 years ago.
Fair play. How do you feel?
Partying. I was I don't know if we can say on the podcast, but I was just a party animal. I was sitting in kitchen 7 a.m. partying, talking shit to everybody, and that was me. I gave up drinking 3 years ago. I felt like I needed to give up drink because it was bringing me back. I wasn't going forwards, I was going back. You go out on a Friday, wouldn't come home till Monday, and you're in bed till Thursday. And you're getting nothing done. Absolutely nothing. And then what you're doing? You're doing it all again on Friday. You're not going to get, unfortunately you can't do both. Like, you cannot be successful while you're at that game. You can't.
How have you felt over the last 2 years since
to be honest with you, I felt great. I've got I don't suffer mentally. I've got imposter syndrome. I feel that takes over a lot of the time. Like, my brain kind of works in cycles. 3 weeks, 2 weeks to 3 weeks of the month, I'm getting idea, and then I'll have a week or two and it's just nothing. I'm in that week at the minute and it's just nothing. But there's many other things to do, like coming in and chatting to you on a podcast.
Hopefully I can inspire you, man. We spoke about one of the first things I saw and like related to you that you spoke about, or on your TikTok, I think, is where you said, I like to, when I know I have the tune on my laptop and it's in there, I just need to go make it. You like to like escape down to your mobile home, have like a sanctuary and do your work and just get isolated. I'm the exact same. I seek a lot of like, I like to be alone in my thoughts. I'm quite in like it, and like the advantage of me doing this is I can do everything myself, which allows me to be on my own and do it all. So would you say it's weird because people think with DJs you'd think you love like the company of other people and being in the clubs and all that kind of stuff. Do you find yourself as more of like an introverted person? And maybe even as you grow, you become more and more introverted as you go. You know
what it is? A lot of time I find like, There's some days I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't even feel like talking to people. When you've got a mobile home and a little getaway place like that, that's when I feel like I'm at most, like I'm at, my brain is at 100% to get shit done. And when I've got like the likes of the mobile home and stuff, I just get down there and I get things done. I find I get things done twice as quick in my own space. But like, I'm not saying like having people around is bad. It's not bad, but I feel like I get more things done when I'm on my own.
It's obviously like when you see something like let's just say like what Belters Only are doing now, and we'll chat about it a little bit more. When you see like two lads, they kind of work together to build something together. Do you think like do you see the advantage in working with another person like that? Or do you find like for yourself personally, I need to be able to just do it all myself and that's that's the way I like to do it, you know?
Of course, yeah. So the way I was telling you that my brain kind of works in a 3-week cycle, probably 2 weeks off, 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I find this is what I'm doing actually at the minute. So for the 2 weeks that I'm off, I'm doing my best to get in with other producers. So I'm like constantly keep going. There's another producer there. I'm just a back man in the background, just giving the ideas. I find collabing with people, no matter what industry you're in. If you're in the fabric industry, collabing with people, it's the best thing since a slice of bread, bro.
Is there like, oh yeah, I'm fucking jealous because I've got to shoot a few bands when they're making a song, more like rock bands and stuff. I got to see them in the studio making stuff. It's just a sick environment to be in. But like, even for you, when you're, let's just say, even when you're younger, what artists kind of influenced you in your style when you were growing up? Like, I just saw that you remixed, was it DJ Cammy song you're working on? Just released this remix. Like, I remember fucking DJ Cammy, man, going mad. So do you have like, the only ones I remember is like fucking Tiesto coming up, Deadmau5, like those are kind of the tunes when I was coming up. So what kind of artists influenced you?
They were big, yeah. Tiesto was a major influence on me. For people that don't actually know it, I've got Tiesto tattooed on my leg. I swear to God, bro, but Tiesto tattooed on my leg.
Or is it just the name?
No, it's his emblem. Look,
it's his what?
It's his emblem.
Oh fuck me! You're doing all it. Looks class.
Tiesto to me was Tiesto was my biggest influence back in the day. Even when he was back in his. Do you remember Tiesto when he had his big circle stage?
Yeah.
That was the Tiesto that I used to love.
Yeah.
Trance music and Tiesto would have been used. Deadmau5 would have been used as well. But if you want to go back to the earlier days, I used to listen to like the DJ Sammy and stuff. Do you remember them? Lasgo and.
I'm trying to think of what the fuck. There was a few like remix they do like When It Was Me was like a real emotional tune, and they think DJ Sammy mixed that and they play like Spin and shit. Do you remember like Spin and Slow? I remember when they'd put on like Adagio for strings at the end and people go mad.
Everyone used to just go Tiesto.
Even if it wasn't Tiesto, it's Tiesto.
It was like fuck that, I'm getting him tattooed on me leg.
Everyone's sweating wearing polos and all like with their mums outside waiting to collect them like.
Or Wes, remember Wes?
I do remember Wes, man.
Remember your man Downey or something, wasn't he?
Do you know? So the story that goes on with Downey, right, is my ma used to know Downey quite well, and I used to get fucking dogs abuse and the lads being like, yeah, you know, he's polling your ma, and I'd be like, mate, what the fuck are you talking? We're friends. But he used to be like, he'd be like, Sam, and like me and a couple of mates be able to like skip in the front, and I'd be like, and then you get to like 16, you're like, mate, you're weird, and he just stopped going. But I do remember it well, man. But I remember Spin left more of an imprint on me than Wes did.
Down in Leisureplex in St. Organ, wasn't it? Yeah. I remember John Gibbons and shit used to DJ
man,
there.
They used to have big acts there.
Yeah.
I remember I used to get my ma to like queue up in the pool place to get the tickets for all of us because we were in school, and they used to like sell out and all. We'd go every month, man.
Yeah.
Best buzz ever.
Sick.
Just over the break there, we were chatting about, like you were saying, people call you like the 10-year overnight success story.
Yeah.
I think you can find, I'd say, countless examples where people would be like, oh, he just, fell into it, you know what I mean? Like got lucky with something. It's always backed up by fucking 15 years of graft, man.
He didn't shy fall into it.
Yeah.
He didn't shy. Like a lot of people, again, the 10-year overnight success story, they don't see the 1,001 other tunes that have been going out the last fucking 6 or 7 years. You know what I mean?
16-year-old fucking birthday parties you did for fucking free and shit, honing your craft and shit. You know how many kids you had to see like sweating all over each other as you're spinning? And
but like even like when you're talking about back in the day, you used to go and see Tiesto, you used to go and see Deadmau5 and shit. Now, do you know what the beauty of it is now? When you go on a night out, you're seeing one of the lads. You're seeing a local DJ that has grafted his fucking bollocks off to get to where he is now. And that's like, for when I'm up on that stage, for instance, I don't ever take that in. It's a blur to me until I get off and I'm like, holy shit, that's what's happened. With the Free Arena gig, I was like, holy fucking shit. Next morning I woke up, I was like, what?
Right. Let's fucking talk about that.
Starting
off, when were you approached for that to be a potential? Oh, did you know the lads at all beforehand?
I first met Robbie G back in
What a name, like
Robbie G.
Like
Robbie Griffiths is his bird name.
It just flows nice.
Robbie G is just much nicer, yeah. Shout out to Robbie G. I met Robbie G back in Rave venue.
I remember
Rave venue, yeah.
You had to get a bus out there.
He was only about 13. No, he was about 14, I think he was. He was DJing. Young lad. I felt like an older fella compared to him. And I went up to him, made myself known to him. I'm Ev. Nice to meet you, Robbie. I love what you're fucking doing, mate. I love it. I want to do what you're doing. The next morning, I went home and I actually cracked the project the program to make music. Robbie G's the only reason why I'm making music today.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then dating back then to Bissy, I didn't really know Bissy. I didn't know Bissy over the years. I just knew him as like a sick producer.
Yeah.
He was between him and Robbie, they were like, Bissett was south side, Robbie was north side, and the two of them were the best producers of both of their sides.
And what do you think? Obviously, this isn't the fucking Belters Only podcast, but just what do you think? Do you have any idea like what the conversation was between them to be like, we should just join forces here and be like a force together?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, from what I know, and it's out in the public, Robbie was going through a bit of a hard time, and Robbie and Bissett were both playing the same gigs, and Bissett drove Robbie home from the gig that night, and Robbie opened his heart to him, told me he was going through a hard time, and he said, look, let's get into the studio together, let's make a few tunes. And from what I believe, the tunes were fucking great. They said, right, this is called Belters Only.
Well,
from what I believe now.
It comes from it comes from the most honest of places, like that's beast, man. So what's going on? So obviously they're playing the 3 Arena gig, and they're looking for someone to potentially open up for them.
I was down in Stillorgan. There's a new Thai food restaurant open in Stillorgan called Nara.
Nice.
Shout out to Nara. Bang it.
Is it? It's close to me.
I was sitting there with me ma, and I get a phone call from Evo, which is also a part of Belters Only. He's kind of like the background.
He sorted this.
Yeah.
Sound Evo.
Yeah, it's nice one, Evo. Evo's my manager, by the way. Yeah, but he rings me, what's up, Ev? Can you talk? I thought I was getting sacked. I said, why, what's up?
Not clicking, bro.
So sitting there whispering in the phone, why, what's up? And he goes, have someone here that wants to talk to you. I'm like, here, fuck, who's this? And it was Robbie G goes, what's up? How would you feel to open up the 3 Arena next week? I said, what? How would you? I was, hang on a fucking minute. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Of course I want to open up the 3 Arena next week. They had it all videoed and all they did. The reaction was sick.
What's the initial feeling? Is there nerves there?
Yeah. Every gig. If I'm playing in front of 50 people or like what I was in the 3 Arena, the 7,000 people, nerves. Very nervous.
Is there excitement there as well?
The excitement's always there. Look, I'm sitting here chatting to you. The excitement's there for the next gig, and the next gig is probably about 300 people. The excitement's always there. This is what I work for.
And what kind of number one, how long are you expected to do when you're opening up for someone like them? Like, what's your set?
I actually only got half an hour on the 3 Arena, so I'm like sitting at home, and that's usually only about 6 or 7 tunes. Like
how fucking are you pouring over that track list, being like, what the fuck am I going to play?
I done the track list twice at home 2 days before the gig, and I'm like, right, bang on 30 minutes. I'm like, yes. Yeah. Like, you know what? When you're opening up the 3 Arena, it's a mad feeling because you're looking out at this big empty arena. There's nobody in this arena. And then 5 minutes, 10 minutes into your set, bro, the dance floor is full. Like, I was standing there and I was just watching people run. But obviously, it's Belters Only. Everybody wants to get to the front and they're not fucking leaving until they're over. But, like, I'm watching people run from the minute them doors are open. I had about 7,000 people on the dance floor when I was finishing.
And there's that clip I saw going around of you walking in with I think it was your missus, and you're like seeing it for the first time empty. What's that feeling like?
It's, you know what, you just feel like a little boy in a big jungle, bro. It's a mad feeling. And fuck. But like when you know what? Every single step that Belters Only are making in their music career, I'm just following them. I'm following them. I'm a carbon copy to what they're doing. Well, I'm trying to be because they're successful. What do I want to be? I want to be successful. Yeah,
but it's like saying an up and coming band now looks at fucking Oasis and being like, I want to do. Everyone's trying to be successful. But like the beauty is you're doing the same thing, but you're both doing it in your own ways.
100%.
So like, it's just. Everyone has. It's like fucking Conor McGregor fighting. Every Irish fighter now is like, there you go. There's the route straight through. There wasn't one before. When you first get up there, so obviously it's nerves the whole way through. You're obviously in the back. You can hear the crowd like getting louder. You're like, oh fuck. As soon as you get up there and start, does it just like you click back into DJ mode and you just bang it out?
It's mad. There was no crowd when we were in the dressing room. It was empty.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sitting there and my brother. Even worse. Well, no, my mate is texting me. My mate Steve is texting me, sending me pictures. Ev, mate, there's a fucking crowd out here, and they wanted the picture was mental. So that's when the real nerves start kicking in. I went down. I was like that, trying to press the button. But once I got through the first one, and going back, if there's 50 people in front of me, 7,000 people in front of me, I'm still like that. Once I get through the first tune, I'm brand new. Well, don't know what it is.
That's a superpower then, like, because you know, even now as the crowds will inevitably get bigger, you're like, well, it's the same dance. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm still in control no matter what. I want to ask you a bit about like the lifestyle of a DJ, which is quite, you know, for you're probably doing late nights, a lot of travel, probably can't like be as consistent with your food as you like to be because there's a lot of travel going on. How do you find like that lifestyle, and how do you kind of balance
Since I came home from Bali, this year, as I was saying to you, is kind of like the first year that I've really seen myself as a DJ and working in the nightlife industry, because before I never got booked. Like, I just was not getting booked. I was a DJ in my bedroom for a long time, but I just wasn't getting booked for gigs. Now, since March to now has been the busiest year of my whole life, and I fucking love it. Good. I love it. I love getting on planes, just me and my laptop, going over, doing a gig. Sometimes I go straight from the club back to the airport. Other times I'll go back to the hotel and I'll go straight back to the airport when I wake up. I find not to spend too much time in the destination that I'm going, because I'll start spending money. And I need to get home because I don't need to spend money in this.
All of us tight bastards like keeping it good, man. Keep every fucking cent. Do you have when you like a lot of a couple of DJs now, they have like residencies and things like that. Like, so what is for you? What's your ideal setup as a DJ? Would you like to be like touring festivals, things like that? Would you like a residency in like Las Vegas? Do you like the European scene a little bit more? Like, or maybe of the things you've done so far, what's felt the best?
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah.
Hello.
How you doing?
Do you know what? I'd like it all.
Yeah.
I'd like it all. The festivals are number one for me. That's what I want.
That'll be next summer for you, man.
I want to do Longitude
next summer.
Longitude is on my back doorstep. My house is here. Longitude is here. And I want to walk to my gig in Longitude. That's a first. I'm going to break a Guinness World Record. I'm going to play Longitude this year. Mark my words.
You should do what Versatile did when they did 3 Arena. They like videoed the outside of them walking in from like the flat in Ringsend. They walk into 3 Arena and like
sick.
Because like fucking Longitude, like I live just beside like BCS there, so like you can hear it you can see everyone walking in and stuff. Man, I'd say Longitude's 100% your future. Like, especially Evan fucking shipping. Evan will be on that. Like, he'll get you in there 100%.
It's not when, it's not how, it's when. It's gonna happen. But like, see what back when I'm at a festival. That's when like my heart is full. Other people might be different, but when I'm in a festival and I'm walking around, everybody's happy, drunk, whatever else, they're enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
That's when my heart is full. So if I'm up on the stage playing to all them people, that's what I want to do. That's life.
So what's your priority right now? Just build your like library of music and like.
Yeah.
And are you like week to week? Are you still doing like a few gigs a week, or right now are you in a writing phase?
I kind of stick to 1 gig a week. Yeah. This weekend I've got 2 gigs, happy days. But it's hard to get 1 gig a week. Sometimes we probably only 1 gig every 2 weeks. So you're trying to keep that money from that 1 gig to last you the 2 weeks, because I don't work. I don't make an income anywhere else. This is my income. So I kind of do 1 gig a week. Yeah.
And of like the places in Dublin, just as more for me, just as a question, what kind of venues in Dublin do you think are the best for like EDM music, or ones you like to play that have a good atmosphere?
Bro, the Dublin's gone to the dogs.
It's to the dogs,
It's gone to the dogs.
Fuck.
There's a new venue open called Warehouse.
Is that the RDS?
I've been doing a bit in. No, it's in the Red Cow. It's actually
fuck me. Okay.
in a warehouse in the back of the Red Cow, and
Class.
it's a fucking sick venue. They've put a lot of money into it. I've been playing there quite a lot actually recently. Tramline. I was in Tramline when I came home from Bali. That was the OG. That's where we all used to hang out. That's gone. Where else do I play? Played the Grand Social, the Academy. Yeah. I kind of like, it's more club nights that I'm playing for rather than the nightclub that I'm playing for. It's these club nights that are coming in, you know.
And do you like are you sitting on a load of music right now, or like tunes you're like, do you have a few tunes that are like 90% there that you're like, these will be coming soon? Yeah,
you know what it is. Even when I was in the car on the way in, I'm like, this week is my bad week, so I'm like battling these fucking demons in my own head saying you're not a good producer. But just as you say that, I'm looking at a private playlist that I have on the phone there, and there's up to the guts of, there's definitely 20 finished tunes, and there's up to the guts of 90 starts.
What do you make of Jazzy's kind of like, she's having a fucking big like last like 2 years or something, it's starting to blow up? What number one, when you're working with her, she like is obviously super talented. Do you kind of like see why she's been so successful in there? Is she like natural in there, and like her voice is obviously amazing? I worked with Jazzy roughly about a year and a half ago. Before she was she was just a feature on Belters Only tunes. At the time, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal voice, phenomenal person. She's the same upbringing as us. She's from a council estate in Crumlin, and it's just absolutely blown it out of the park. what's that? I need something that be
bumping.
Fuck,
That's a fucking tune.
That just gets you fucking. I listen to the gym all the time, man.
Do you know what?
It
has that, like, I love 90s dance classics, and that just brings me back to the 90s. I don't know why, it just has that melody.
I'd say you'd love to fucking, if you could take fucking pill and go back to the 90s for a week and just fucking live in that, like, just experience that nightlife for a while and then come back.
Take a pill and go back to Nutgrove Park.
Yeah. Do you have like, I'm trying to think of like a dream venue that you'd like to do, but you already said kind of festivals. Like, do you like electric picnic down in the forest, like those kind of things? Would they all be on your list?
Yeah, did you know what, bro? I'm just the kind of guy that just wants to get into the public eye. I want to get my face known as well as my name. I'd like to be doing like these. Do you ever hear Capital Dance and stuff? The radio station over in the UK. I'd love to get myself involved with all of these, because let's face it, that's where the money is. The big money is in all these commercial dance tracks. So yeah, I'd love to get my face into like the O2. Belters Only, for instance, are doing have started their UK tour. They're not UK tour.
In Australia.
Sorry, Jamie. They started their Australian tour. They touched down yesterday. So like, bro, that's the other side of the world they're getting to see, from making something from nothing.
Robbie G from fucking what was it? Right Venue, yeah, to fucking down Australia.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's. And what does it come from? It all comes from consistency. Them two boys are consistent. They're putting out a tune. When I first signed my record deal with Evo told me, he goes, look, not my record deal. Sorry, cut that. When I first signed my first management deal with Evo told me, look, Ev, we need 2 tracks a month out of you. I'm like, what? That's a lot of fucking music. Like, he goes, look, if you want your name to progress and get your name out into the public eye, we need 2 tracks out of you. It's consistency. That's all we need out of you. Bro, he was not wrong. 2 tracks a month. It was hard graft, but it became quicker. It became easier to deal with. And look what's got me.
Is he a young fella as well?
Yeah, I think he's younger than me. I think he's about 27.
Because I've seen his name pop up like in like Belters Only, Versatile. Like, is he just on the management side, like musical artist in Dublin kind of thing?
But he's Bissett's best friend.
Okay,
the two of these boys had a dream of Belters
the fucking
Only.
Boys in Dublin.
You know what it is, bro?
Class.
They started Belters Only as a club night, and then it progressed into let's make a duo. And that driver Robbie G in the car, let's make a duo.
Fuck, man. It's actually genuinely in a time right now where like Dublin's a bit fucked. It's class to see lads doing, even like I just saw a clip there, the lads in Belters Only down in Australia, and they're like, literally it's just a clip. Obviously DG
in the hotel room.
DG Media, they're obviously like,
bro,
and they're just putting a little thing. I'm like, fuck, man, these lads is just always fucking.
Bro, you know what? Their melody, and now new to this year, they're lyrical geniuses. What they're doing is just like, look at Jazzy, for instance, Giving Me. They produced that tune, and they wrote the lyrics to that tune as well. 100 million hits that tune got.
Talented fuckers, man.
That hit 100 million streams today. Do you think about that?
Is that platinum or anything like that? Like,
I haven't a fucking breeze, but it's big.
It's fucking big. It's what it is.
Big.
Like, it's fucking dollar signs. That's what that is. Do you think it's like Dublin or like Ireland as a scene? Do you think there's a ton of like, or we're in a bit of a special time right now with a lot of artists coming out right now? It seems to be everywhere I'm looking, there's younger cats coming up.
You know what? Lockdown just gave everybody the ability to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. I built a recording studio on lockdown. That's what I done. And like, after that recording studio was done, I spent nothing but day after day after day after day in that studio. I know people that only start producing in lockdown, they've got record deals now. Like,
it just shows like people you get that time. Some people are like, I'm going to fucking smoke weed and play Fortnite all day. Some lads are like, well, I've got fucking whatever this is going to be. Might be a year, might be 5 years, but I've got nothing else to do but build on what I want to do. This is when I started the podcast.
Was it? Yeah. Was it? Yeah. Well, look, did it
in my sitting room.
Little lockdown business.
Yeah.
Like, that's the beauty of lockdown. I fucking loved lockdown. I'm not gonna lie. I really did enjoy lockdown, but towards the end, I was like, But
I especially the idea of being able to, I guess, because we both, again, it comes back to working. Like, we both can do everything ourselves. So you can sit down on a Tuesday and you can have a finished song that can be making you money at the end of the day. You don't have to be like, even if you're in a band, you have to get all the lads in to try and like get in. There's lockdown, no one can go. You can just be like, Grant, I'm down to fuck mobile home. I'm going to just start grafting out tunes.
And you know what the mad thing is about it these days, right? You can do the most illegal thing possible, which is ripping off somebody's vocal. Look at Prada, Casso. I got Prada.
All of them.
Massive, absolutely massive. It's fucking Ray and D Block Europe. Like that's the most illegal thing to do ever. He remixed it, put it out, it blew up, and they gave him the clearance to release it. Like,
do you have when you're kind of sampling something? Do you have artists that you like? Do you hear like when you're, for example, looking for samples, something to kind of build off? Where do you go when you're listening for it? Do you go back nostalgic old tunes you used to listen to? Is there artists you like or voices you like?
Sometimes I will. Like, for instance, that last tune I done, the Dancing in the Dark, that bring you back to 2K6. Yeah. Like that was kind of, there you go, 2K6. But when I had the vocal there, so I knew what I was dealing with then. But if I'm starting a track without a vocal, without anything, it's just from my head, bro. I should probably start referencing off other tunes to keep the ideas fresh in my head. I don't yet, but it's something I will be doing down the line.
Do you listen to all types of music? Do you like to you just listen to
dance music?
That's it exclusively.
Dance music, yeah.
So even if you're like you're driving back like up to Dublin from your mobile home, and you're feeling a bit in your feels, you don't like crack on like fucking Adele or something, just bang that out.
Do you know what? You're gonna say, yeah, he's fucking spoofing. I actually fucking love James Blunt.
I love James Blunt.
James Blunt was a massive. My ma used to love James Blunt back in the day. I remember when you could record tapes, cassette tapes from the radio. Yeah. Well, you could
record the radio basically.
We got James Blunt. It was a disc. That's what it was at the time. My ma's car didn't have a disc. Yeah. And my brother played the whole disc and recorded it onto a tape just so my ma could have James Blunt's album in the car.
He just brought out a song recently called Monsters, thing about his dad passing. Oh my God. Listen to that when you're on your drive home.
Haven't heard it.
It is fucking beautiful. It's horror, like it's heartbreaking, like, but it's probably my favourite song he's brought out. You know, it's magic.
Like, do you ever just listen to James Blunt and stuff? Like, even with 1973, that was like, obviously it's his biggest tune. And how the fuck does he come up with them lyrics, bro? Because they are
poetry, like.
It literally that's what it is.
I heard him do yeah, like obviously Wise Man Boy. I heard him do You're Beautiful live, and I heard him do Monsters live on like this YouTube video. And his voice sounds not even exact. It sounds better live. It's fucking incredible. And then like he hits every note perfectly. It's just magic.
And you know what? He's a fucking legend as well. Do you ever see him on social media?
He gets a little bit of stick. I mean, my mom was saying, he's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's mad. But like, I don't think he gives a fuck. He made so much bread off like You're Beautiful and shit. He's like, I don't care. Did you watch, I don't know if you saw it. Do you watch any like documentaries of musicians on like Netflix, stuff like that?
Yeah, I have watched Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah, fuck, that was heavy.
It was heavy, to be fair, bro. And do you know what the beauty, like not the beauty, the worst part about that whole thing is? It can happen to any of us at any time. We don't know when it's going to happen. Like at the minute, bro, I'm bald at the minute, yeah? I would shave my head because I've got severe psoriasis. Yeah. And the number one thing that either triggers that is whatever I'm eating or stress. I'm always stressed. Yeah. Like I'm just one of them type of people. I'm always stressed. Every day of the week I'm stressed over something. But I deal with it in my own way. So I've had to shave my hair because I've rashes all over my scalp to try and treat it. But like that can happen at any point in time to anybody. It's all down to stress.
You seem to have a very good understanding of yourself and like you're like maybe where you fall down mentally and where you like you succeed mentally, but you have a very clear understanding of yourself. So like, do you think? I think what happened to like Lewis and when he got famous and stuff, he couldn't deal with all the stress and he hadn't a good understanding of himself. So when he got into those moments, he just fucking imploded. Yeah. Do you think like, let's say everything does blow up and you're fucking flying everywhere, here, there, and everywhere, doing festivals and all that. Do you think you understand yourself well enough now to be able to like revel in that and be able to like succeed and not let it overwhelm you, you know?
Definitely 100%. And it's literally, you know what it is, only since I gave up the partying. If I was still partying now, I wouldn't understand myself. I've got enough time now to sit there and study myself. Do you know what I mean? And that's like, I think that's something that everybody should do at the earliest point in their life, because I'm 30 years of age I'm 30 in June, but I've been living in this body for nearly 30 years. If you don't understand this body after nearly 30 years, there's something wrong. You know what I mean? I find, do you know what? Do you ever watch the Tyson Fury documentary? Yeah. I find I'm very similar to Tyson Fury. Okay. And my missus will probably A-okay that as well. I'm very, mood can be up, down. Yeah. Odds.
And you see how that, the impact that had on Paris as well. Like his missus is like, fucking one, unbelievable. She probably came out the best in that whole show. Like everyone fell in love with her. Like she knows how to deal with Tyson. She's unbelievable with her kids. She's got fucking food going. She's putting his clothes away. Like she's run the whole place. And she's learned, obviously, I'd say like your missus has learned as well, like how to deal with it and know when to give you your space, when to come in and like, you know, give you some advice or give you fucking whatever you need. And I think the most important thing is like it came across a little bit like Tyson doesn't understand maybe the impact that he has on Paris, and maybe watching the documentary would show that. But versus that, I would say you have a very clear understanding of what you need in each moment. Yeah. And I guess like that's all we can fucking do. Like, do you know what I mean? You can only understand yourself and be like, look, this is me. I'm just going through something, but you understand what you're trying to do. Yeah. That's it, man. That's all it is. And like, yeah. If
you can't understand that, you need to understand it, because it's going to be a long, long life. And until you understand that and you can actually learn to deal and grapple with these things, it's going to be long.
But people do, like alcohol is such a great thing to block out all that shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you don't have to worry about what's going on mentally or how you feel, because you just get to Friday and I can just fucking party away till Sunday and I'll worry about it then. And then when you stop doing that and Friday, Saturday night, you're sitting at home with your missus, you're like in your own head, and that's when you get to do that exploring. Like
that's it.
I think it's essential, man. And I think you fucking come across great. I think you man, you've a fucking very clear understanding of what you need to operate, what motivates you and what you want to do to succeed. So that's fucking all we can ask for.
You know what?
Jesus.
I've got a clear vision. It doesn't happen all the time, and that's when it hurts most. When you know what you need to do and it doesn't work. Like again, I'm going back to making something from nothing. I'm a dance music producer, and what I do is I create sound from my head. Yeah, but when you can't translate from your head onto that computer screen, it's fucking annoying. It's annoying. It doesn't work.
Do you get, this is my last question.
Go for it.
When you put out Here We Go Again and like it starts to go and you're like, fuck, this is like going to be my one. What is that feeling like? Like how quick is the happiness that one of your songs is starting to break through before you start worrying the fuck, I got to follow this up with something? Yeah. Is that it for you?
Yeah. When I first put Here We Go Again out, so first of all, I was getting hits, I was getting streams, I wasn't getting anything close to this, but I knew before even working with Shanice, I knew the power of TikTok. Yeah. TikTok is fucking crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. See this? This is a toothbrush. Yeah. I've used this toothbrush for a week and I'm going to sell this on TikTok and some stupid idiot is going to buy it. That's how powerful it is though, isn't it? It is. Right? So when I first put out Here We Go Again, I woke up the next morning, there was 30,000 streams on it. It only went out at 7 o'clock the previous night, 30,000 listens straight away. I was like, right, hold on a minute. I've never seen numbers like this before. A week past 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, a million. I'm like, oh, fuck. When does this stop? So like, not every tune works as well as that does. Not every tune is going to be as good as that. It's the beauty of it though. Yeah. This is what we do.
Man, the unknowing is what it's all fucking about. Like,
what's
if
next?
you knew the exact formula, like it wouldn't be any fun. You'd know it's going to work. Like it takes, and I guess you live for that moment where you're like, fuck, it's going to go. Like,
yeah.
And sorry, I said last question, but when you banged out that at the 3 Arena and everyone's singing it back to you, you're like, that the fucking moment you're going for? Like,
it's kind of like when I had Shanice in the studio recording it, I knew that Here We Go Again part. I knew I was dropping the volume on that part of the song when I was playing it live. Everyone singing that part, that's the fucking part. I drop it out every single time, and that's Here We Go Again every time. Yeah. I've got Shanice coming back over now to me on. We're actually in studio with one of Becky Hill's producers. On the 5th. He's coming.
Becky Hill does nothing but bangers. Like,
bro,
she throws them out. Like,
yeah, he's coming over to my studio. He's gonna produce and write with us. So yeah, I'm kind of like, bro, I just want to. This is a big black book in front of me, and I just want to keep writing names in it because it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's in every industry, so you get to know it.
And just try and take something from every single one. Every time you work with someone, you're like, fuck, I learned this from him, I learned this from him.
I was over in London and I was in studio with, you know that tune, da 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 da, I need your love, I still want your hair back on my body. Yeah. Your man's name is, shout out to Johannes Shaw. He's the songwriter of that tune, bro. And I was in studio with him about a month and a half ago over in London. And he brought me over to Amsterdam with him. Paid everything paid for, bro. I only met this guy. And when you're in studio writing with these people and you take one thing out of them recording sessions, that one thing that I took home with me, I was like, I could never translate into Google what I wanted to know. But when I explain it to this man in front of me, he's like, yeah, that's what you need to do. I'm like, holy shit.
He gets it.
Bro,
Fuck
collab
yeah.
with people, work with people, and talk to people. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, you're your own brain in your own bubble and you're not proceeding.
Just be a fucking sponge out there, mate. Be a sponge.
Unfortunately, that's what you have to do.
Yep.
That's what you have to do.
Bro, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate
It was
this.
a pleasure.
Is a
Can't
fucking
wait.
great episode.
Can't wait to do it again.
Good. Thank you all for listening. Lads, go fucking follow all of Ev's shit, man. You know he's only putting out bangers. You know that. And man, we'll see you in festivals this summer.
That's the
Sort me out a little two past me and my missus. Come see you backstage.
100%.
Just a little one. I'll be in best behaviour.
Southside for life.
Yes, sir. All right, lads. Cheers, folks. Appreciate it.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Nice one, bro. I enjoyed that.
Bang on time as well.
Was it, eh?